what I've noticed is now they're doing limited series, so you have more time to kind of fix a book into, because it's more descriptive, right, a book, and usually we used to have 90 minutes or 2.5 hours to finish a whole book and tell the whole story. So adapting, I feel, has become easier. I feel for an actor, it's actually a lot easier playing a character that's already been written, because it's so much description already there. There's so much your backstory is written, your story is written. Unless it's not a well etched out character and they've created a new character for cinema, then that's an issue. But otherwise, I feel it's easier to create a character out of a character that's already been born in a book. But sometimes also, it's a very beloved character, and then that, you might falter in, in an audience's expectations of what that character, they look at the character as, who they've seen, because a lot of people already know the story and they love the character. Zoya factor, I didn't have much control over the character. It was all the director. The director, everything that I did was, he had directed me completely. So I had no control over my creative process, and, every director works differently. With Aisha, I was given the freedom to create something, that I wanted to create in terms of the character. And we all did so many workshops, and we had such an idea of, like, whether it was me, it was Ira, it was Amrita, it was Abhay, Cyrus, Arunodaya. We all kind of were given the freedom to kind of, create on our own. We were also so young, we didn't, we had a lot more freedom, let's just say. And so even though we were bound by the book, we had freedom to explore our characters. And with Zoya factor, we were bound by the book, but the director directed us in how he wanted, from the tonality of the voice to this and to that. So there were two different processes, And some directors are like that. Some directors, act out the scene to you, and you have to act it exactly how they act out. And some directors just want you to be, Rakesh Mehra is like that, Anand Rai is like that, Sanjay Bansali is like that. And then there are some directors who are not like that. Some directors want you to follow exactly what they say, I got pregnant at the tail end of COVID. And I'd always said that I would take time off, while for the first year it was like maternity leave, which I think every woman should get. Every man should also get. My husband, unfortunately, only got 1 month or so from his company. Yeah, so I took that time, and I spent time with my baby, and now I'm raring to go again. Honestly, I would love to do a mini series, or I would love to do like a mini series or like a TV show, like you call them what, like a show, OTT shows or whatever, like, because I just saw my father's show, which a friend of mine directed, Sandeep. And Night Manager. And Sandeep actually directed the finale of Neerja, the climax. And I've known him since Delhi 6. And he was an assistant. He was the first AD on Delhi 6. So I've known him for that many years. And I was very excited my father was working with him. And I was very excited to see what it was. And it was at the level of any like film that you would see. It's beautifully done. I thought all the actors did phenomenally well. And so I would love to do something like that. It seems interesting. I feel like you can have more time playing a character. Yeah, so let's see.